All right, Zoe, welcome to the Lessons of a Lashpreneur show. You are the first of the new kind of theme that we're going with coaching sessions. So congratulations, you're the guinea pig.
Thank you.
You're like, great. All right, so the audience is aware of what your question is that you submitted on the application. Kind of tell me about where you're located and kind of what's been going on in the marketplace around you.
Okay, well, I only just moved into this new state about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And so I'm actually in an area that's socioeconomically quite well off. So in my area, there are a few artists, but I am the most expensive in the area. So yeah, there is a lot of competition, but everyone around me is just, they've been in the industry longer or they are cheaper. And I think that's where I'm struggling to find people as well, because I don't know anyone from this new state. So I'm just really relying on social media and word of mouth.
Okay. And what part of Australia are you in?
Brisbane.
Brisbane. Okay. And how long have you been there? Days, weeks, months in this new location?
This is my first location that I've been in. So I've been in there since last year, August, so a year.
Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you had to say how many regular clients you have, like ones that are coming back consistently for fills?
Probably only about 5.
Okay.
5, yeah.
Great. That's better than 0, right?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming your expectation would be that you were expecting to be further along than you are currently. Is that kind of coming up for you?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. So let's start to dive into what is it that you're currently doing with your marketing? You said Instagram and social media. Is it just Instagram, or are there other aspects of social media that you're trying?
I've tried Facebook, but my main social media platform is Instagram.
Okay. And Facebook as a business page, or just Facebook personal page posts, ads?
Business page.
Business page. Okay.
And I've done ads before as well, both on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook didn't really work for me. Instagram, I had a few leads.
Okay.
So,
and
yeah,
the 5 clients that you have now, how did they find you?
Instagram.
Great. And was it that they followed you, they sent you a DM, and it kind of went to a booking from there?
Yeah, so they followed me for a little while before they committed.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
And was there any sort of discount when they started, or was it the full price?
There was a discount. Oh, some were full price, some were on like a discount.
Awesome. Awesome. So in looking at your current clientele, as big or as small as it may be, success leaves clues. So when we start to look at, well, what has worked in the past, rather than trying to reinvent the wheel, look at the behaviors that did get clients in. And you can even look at clients that may not be coming now, but came in because of some marketing action you took, like a discount. So a discount is actually a part of marketing. It's a way to get people in the door. And when I look at, especially for the lash industry, our bread and butter is the fills. So I will give a discount all day long on the full set to get somebody in who's going to come consistently for fills every 2 to 3 weeks. So you can kind of play with the discount, especially if you feel like the objection people are having for you is your price point. So you can test that theory to see is it my marketing and my ability to get people aware that I exist, or is it my price point and the people that know I exist are hesitant to spend that money with me? So you can throw out a flash sale that's 2 to 3 day long flash sale on Instagram stories or on wherever you currently do all of your marketing, and see how many people come in from that. If you get no takers on this flash sale of a discount, and you can go as heavy as you want on the discount, you can even do 50% off as a full set. I don't care, because really we're looking to get people in consistently on that fill schedule, because that's where you're going to make your money long term. That's what fully booked is. So that is one thing that you can test to prove to yourself, is it my price point, or is it I'm just not getting in front of enough people and not enough people know about me to book?
Okay.
Does that make sense how I explained it?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Awesome. So then we start to look at the role that social media plays in our overall marketing. Do you have a website?
No, I only have a booking website.
Okay. And what is the first thing that somebody sees when they land on your booking website?
I actually have a lot of things, but like it's, I might just pull it up if that's
Yeah,
okay.
please do.
The first thing they see is like a map location.
Okay, so it
area.
says location, where to park, okay? And keep kind of scrolling. Please read carefully before making an appointment. So you have all of your policies there, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
They are, yeah.
So this is very, very, very common that people they don't have a website and they just have their booking software as their kind of website where they're linking people to on social media. And the first thing you're doing is telling them how they'll be punished if they don't play by your rules. So from a user perspective, if you're like, wow, Zoe's really awesome. Like, I think I want her business. And then all of a sudden we have in red letters, please read carefully, 20%, you're going to be charged for this if you don't do this, if you're going to be charged for this if you don't do this. And all of a sudden, now what's the next thing they see after that? Can they see the price point with the service right after that?
Yeah, they can see my services and they choose.
And the price point is on there as well, correct?
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden, from a user experience, we're looking at all the ways in which they're going to be charged extra if they don't comply or if they flake or if they don't do whatever XYZ. You kind of come off as a business as, wow, she's really high maintenance. And this may not be true to you. I didn't look at all of your policies, but a lot of times what lash artists do is they will get really angry with a client that like didn't follow their policies, and they'll start putting bold and caps letters and like getting real angry because this one client messed up. And all of a sudden you're at the point when somebody is ready to book with you, you're getting really aggressive with capital letters and bold, and you're throwing your price point right in their face. So now all of a sudden the cost is not just $200 for a full set or whatever your price is. It's all of these things that you're saying, you're going to be charged this, 20% this, here's that. If you cancel, here's the fees that are going to come with it. So you are giving them more and more reasons not to want to book with you at the time when they're ready to book.
Yeah.
Does that make sense from a user experience? So it's not necessarily that your Instagram isn't working. It may be working. You may be growing a following. You may be creating interest, but that is not where the appointment happens. That's not where the credit card is transferred. Now think about this. Think about your last 9 posts on Instagram. If that's all the information I had about you on your business, would that be a complete picture of who you serve, how you solve problems, what makes you different than somebody else, why you charge the price point you do, and why the results are worth the investment? Your last 9 posts.
The last 9. Probably not why I charge what I charge in the last 9, but definitely it is educational. Everything else is educational, and it talks a little bit about my business as well, like what I care about, what I prioritize and all that as well.
Okay, good. So for anybody listening, generally the last 9 posts is not a complete picture of what you offer. It's not meant to be. Your social media is meant to educate in the moment of time that you post, because they don't last long. And even somebody new who's found your account through, reels or hashtags, or a friend referred them, they're there to build a relationship. Social media is a social platform for relationship building and connection. It's not where the sale happens. And where a lot of lash artists and beauty business owners get confused is that they think the sale should happen on Instagram, that's where the transaction happens. But really it's where the relationship is built. Then you send them off of Instagram to your website to finish any sort of outstanding or remaining questions that they might have to decide, is this the right person for me? So by the fact that you don't have a website that does that, you're missing a key link of building trust that, yes, everything I'm seeing on Instagram, she is the right girl for me. She can solve my problem. She understands my pain points, and price point or not, like I trust that Zoe is going to make me feel amazing. So if you had to describe your ideal type of client, and you can take any one of your current clients you have, or you can use yourself as a client or your best friend, just somebody that you love spending time with and that appreciates your work, that gets great results, how would you describe her?
In detail?
In detail. Give me age, give me name, give me hobbies, profession.
Okay, I do have that. So she is a female around 27 to 37 years old.
Okay.
She's married. She's got about maybe 2 kids. She is an entrepreneur herself, or likes to work flexible hours. They just have control of how much they want to work. They live around my area, so Mount Gravatt is the area. They drive a Mercedes. They earn $80,000 to $90,000 per year. They own a 2-story home. They live in a friendly neighborhood. Super friendly, love socializing, loves study, but they want lashes done for confidence and saving time.
Okay. After the loves to socialize, can you say what you said again? It cut out.
Yeah, they enjoy outdoor activities,
Outdoor.
such as hikes, just hanging out with family, and she prioritizes time with her fam. And she just needs lashes done for confidence and saving time.
Love it. Well done, Zoe. You have done your homework. It's so often people are like, I don't know, she pays well and she tips well. And I'm like, well, let's dig a little deeper. Let's peel the onion. Okay. So what I'm taking away, let's give her a name. Give her a name.
Haley.
Haley, welcome. You are Zoe's MFC. We call that most favorite client type. So we use Zoe as what we call a muse in our marketing. So think of, I don't know how old you are, but like John Mayer wrote a song for Jennifer Love Hewitt called Your Body is a Wonderland way back in the day. But pretty much any woman at that time believed that John was singing that about her, right? He had a muse for the song that other people could relate to, that wanted a guy to sing that about them, like those kinds of things. So that's what we're using Haley as. We're not going to get so locked in that if somebody doesn't match exactly every trait that you just listed about Haley, that we don't want her as a client. But we now have a basis of how to create our marketing material so that Haley would be attracted to it. We're talking website, we're talking the images, we're talking the captions, we're talking the stuff we share on stories. All of that is with the intent that it builds connection, trust, and relationship with somebody like Haley. Also, where our marketing shows up. So if I'm like, okay, I've got Instagram down, I feel like I'm pretty consistent. Now I'm ready to start branching out and not relying solely on one marketing channel, because that's a little risky, right? We don't own Instagram, and an algorithm change or somebody buying out Instagram, should that ever happen, or a law changing or a policy changing, we have no control over how we are able to connect with our customers if we're only reliant on one channel to do that, like Instagram. So now I start to look at, well, if she's a mom and she likes outdoor activities, are there moms groups that get together and go on hikes? Or are there church groups where she might be going to hang out, where other moms are doing activities together? How might I be able to create a marketing opportunity there? Could I contact the group leader and see if I can give a 10-minute presentation, or can I start to take my kids there and become a part of that group so that I am also becoming friends and hanging around the people that are like Haley that might be interested in my services? Also, if I ever want to run paid advertising, this type of interesting information and the interests she has are going to help you narrow down where your ads are going to be shown to, and have a much higher likelihood that Haley would go to book an appointment from an ad, because you're creating content that is specifically seeking and speaking to her pain points. So you were saying that she loves getting lashes because it gives her confidence and it helps her save time. So if you had to identify what her pain points were, that the solution is more confidence and more time, what might those be that she's struggling with, that she would want lashes?
Mornings. So so we're getting the kids ready for school, just needing the time to get ready herself, and also getting the kids ready, basically.
Love it.
Yeah.
Do you have kids yourself?
No.
Okay. So this is something that you might have to take a leap to, because you can't experience it yourself. But if you're a mom and your mornings are hectic, that would be something to share on stories of like, here we go again. Like little Jamie just can't stand having cereal this morning, and she wants me to make her a 4-course breakfast. Not going to happen. #mompreneur life kind of a thing. Right. So, but you can still speak to it, because I'm sure you can empathize, or even if you have a Haley type client, I'm sure they share information about their kids that you can use as content that might be relatable to Haley scrolling through. So this is where we start to position our entire marketing around something that Haley would be attracted to, and somebody who's not a Haley would kind of be turned off by. So I would say the opposite of Haley, somebody we would want to repel with our marketing, which sounds weird because you're like, I'll take anybody at this point, but it's more effective when you are specifically speaking to one person's problem, or say like the Kylie Jenner types, somebody who's 18 to 21, 22, no kids, loves going out to the bars, just wants the biggest, baddest lashes she's got. She's going to cake them in makeup. She wants to look on fleek for Instagram. She's living that influencer lifestyle, right? Like that would be kind of the opposite of Haley. So if Kylie Jenner, you know, that type of client comes to your website and it's all about like moms cuddling with kids and like save time in the mornings, you know, your appointment is your self-care time. She's kind of going to be like, meh, like how amazing are you going to look for me for my third Tinder date of the week, you know, with your lashes? It's a totally different audience, but your website is going to click with Haley, right? She's going to come there and be like, man, she gets that moms like don't have time in the mornings. So anything we can do to look and feel our best with as little time commitment as possible, I'm there for. You're even advertising your appointments as like, this is the you time. You won't hear the word mom for the entire hour you're with me. All of a sudden, you're not just providing lashes, you're providing a self-care experience that has higher value than just the results that you're getting through eyelash extension application. What you offer is more than just isolate, dip, and place. This is where you start to differentiate yourself from your competitors who are charging less. So my suggestion to you is look at all of your marketing and all of your client experience and look at what Haley might really connect with and resonate with. Do I have the softest bedding where she just wants to snuggle in and take a nap? If not, that might be something worth looking into so that my experience is different than whoever's charging cheap down the street. You know, does she get to pick out her music? Does she want to listen to podcasts or does she want to rest? How can I make sure that the Haley types can rejuvenate given my personal experience with them? That's something that your competition is not thinking about, because your competition is likely just looking at price point going, hey, we're the cheapest. Hey, we're going for quantity over quality. Whereas you are a higher price. You want to make sure that they are feeling like the experience and the results is of higher value than what you charge.